Happy Friday, writers. This is JD coming to you. I'm in Huntsville, Alabama, and today is September 2nd, 2022. I have the Scandal pilot pulled up, written by Shonda Rhimes, and on Audible, Kelly Edwards is going to break down the hero's entrance and kind of show you different styles. So we'll talk about that and just dive right in.
Take a look at the best pilots written in the last 10 years and notice the commonalities of how they were put together. Great pilots give the main character a hero's entrance. Right away, we are introduced to the world in which they operate and given insight into their particular point of view. Scandal's Olivia Pope first burst onto the scene confidently negotiating the rescue of an infant in a take no prisoner style. In an early draft of the script, her entrance appears as Exterior Warehouse District, night. It's dirty and abandoned down here. An SUV pulls up and Olivia, 30s, steps out. Stylish but weary. Too smart for her own good. People tend to underestimate her.
Okay, look right here. There's a trend, I guess. And look, again, I'm not an expert. I'm going off of things I've studied and notes I've received. But there's a change in character descriptions. Previously, it was always 5'8", slender, blonde bombshell, or brunette with dreamy eyes. That kind of thing is drifting from that, and it falls into almost the show. It almost falls into the tell don't show kind of situation slightly when you describe a character like Olivia. It breaks down, okay, we know she's stylish, but where she looks tired, too smart for her own good, giving us a little bit of character, just insight into the character. And I think that's important, and it's kind of breaks convention, but it's key. Uh, Also, when we put the age in there, I was putting like 30s. I would put an apostrophe s, but it that's incorrect. So we go 30s with just an s, or 20s with an s. And let's look at Shonda Rhimes. How we talked about try to keep the action lines to between 2 and 4. Of course, she's built plenty of equity to do however she wants. But if you notice in the beginning, she'll hit you quick in the at the at the sequence. At the beginning of the sequence of scenes, and it's a lot of info. But it's like it's riveting info. It's a lot of catchy verbs and details, and then it goes right into the dialogue at a fast pace. So she she builds up her equity from the standpoint of like takes up a lot of real estate right here and then gives it all back right into the dialogue. Very very lean action lines, and you go to the next sequence or scene opening, hit you with the 4 or 5 liner, giving us some information like where 2 men in expensive suits stand. Okay, interior warehouse continuous. Where 2 men in expensive suits stand. They look like businessmen or stockbrokers, except for the fact that they are currently holding guns on one another. Let's call them Oscar 40s and Vlad 50s. They're Russian, nervous. There's a basket and an enormous pile of money wrapped in neat stacks on the table. Even so, Olivia is calm and confident. We can visually see this, um, and it just it flows, and we don't. When I'm not worried about how many lines it is, and that's kind of like that falls into the contest idea of things. But if we see she hits us with that and then gives all the real estate back, just bam, thin, quick, right into dialogue, very lean action lines. So the point I'm making, if we do break convention, the new convention about 2 to 3 lines of action, and limiting it to 2 to 3 lines of action, 4 at the most. If we do break it, we can't continue and just keep going deep action lines because it would look like prose or a term paper. So she'll hit us with that and then dives right into dialogue, moving the pace along quickly. Action lines are back to like one sentence until we get to the next scene, or even still, we go further down here and it's still very lean action lines. So if we break convention, we almost have to buy back good graces, so to speak, to keep the pace and the visual aesthetics of our script going. Let's move on to one thing real quick. I want to show you a scene from. It's a show called Wayne, and it's written by who's Wayne written by? Wayne is written by Sean Simmons. This is I mean, it was a super low budget YouTube production, but the the characters are amazing in my opinion, and it's a diverse show. So let's take a quick peek at this.
What? Screw off, you fucking freak. I said go. Get the fuck out of here! What the fuck? You asshole! Hey! Who did that, huh? Who the fuck did that? You? Break my window, you bitch? Break my window? Huh? Why don't you answer me, you little bitch? Answer me! What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here and let's go right to the script. And one of the descriptions of Wayne is, what is he? Dirty Harry, like a vigilante, or he's a bullies. He bullies the bully. Doesn't worry about himself, and if he sees someone being wronged, he takes up for him and puts himself in harm's way for it. So, chapter one gets him then. Exterior, Brockton, Mass, suburbs, day. And we're pretty lean. We're getting a description right there, and then it dives right back into a lot of action with the dialogue where the two teams are speaking at the same time. Whenever they split the dialogue on the same line, it's to be said from a writer's perspective, we want it uh, delivered simultaneously. Okay, exterior, Brockton, Mass, suburbs, day. This is the teaser. Gray New England skies, hints of a recent snowstorm. Three-decker homes with second and third story porches that sag dangerously on one side or another. Cars on the verge of breakdown are already sitting on blocks and dirt patch roads. We're already getting a visual of what Brockton, Mass looks like, or the particular area of Brockton. Follow a BMX bike from behind as the car's up the road, hopping on and off curbs and weaving between trash cans. The bike comes to a dramatic skid in front of three 17-year-old teens. All right, we're introducing a set of characters. Anytime we introduce a new character, even if they don't really have any key lines, they come in all caps, and that's something that we need to focus on as well. So that's the first. BMX bike could be a character because I mean, it's getting, but they're accentuating it. But the point of the all caps is like we have our first character introduction. Dramatic skid in front of three 17-year-old teens standing in a driveway smoking butts. They stare back at the boy on the bike. The boy on the bike is a second character, which we know is, well, you don't know yet. This is Wayne, but confused, unwelcoming. We reveal the boy on the bike. This is Wayne, 15. Wayne, 15, does not give a fuck. And if it works, it works. Whatever it is, if we break convention, they say don't go bold, this and that. And it takes me out of the read, but sometimes it brings you into the read. Who knows if it works and we stick to the consistent style that we have, put it out there. Wayne stares back, hard eyes, emotionless. And we get down there and then kind of teen number 3 flicks his butt at him. Wayne doesn't flinch. And this kind of when you double up with the with the dialogue. It almost looks like it's an action line, but who cares? We know what's going on. Fed up with the awkward silence, Teen 2 locates a large chunk of melting ice on the ground and kicks it at Wayne. The ice chunk breaks apart at Wayne's feet. I mean, it's almost as the script to screen is perfect. Get the fuck out of here, whatever. Wayne drops his bike to the ground, casually walks past teens, and how capitalized teens right there. Not all caps, but capitalize it because we've established these guys right up here, the teens. Picks up a chunk of ice and hurls it through the plate glass window of the home behind the teens. Crash. Teens look at Wayne, shocked. Front door of the home blasts open. A shirtless man, late teens, early 20s, storms out angry and on a mission. All right, that's the first page. Intense. We have some immediate conflict, and the setting is set right there. We know who our main character is, and 15-year-old Wayne, and he does not give a fuck. So I'm just looking through different styles of ways that we can convey what we want on the page and kind of be in a compelling manner. So let's continue to tell great stories and stick to spell check, formatting check, having someone have a read for us, let someone else cover it for us and let us know what they think. I mean, someone we trust, someone who has a feel, not just family members, but someone who is a writer in the early stages. Later on, we want to get that, get the opinion of people who will be watching what we make. So that's pretty much it for today. So y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch up with you later.